You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
It's a big world out there, and you're just looking for a pat on the back or head. You run around the city, searching for a place to bark, working your tail off with your nose to the ground, sniffing for a few scraps, hoping someone will throw you a bone. You take each lead, collar after collar, hoping one day to take a bite out of success and become the top dog. Fortunately, you come home each day to open arms, open cans, a drink waiting for you, and a comfortable place in front of the TV set. You know you've got it good, really good, because after all, it's a doggy-dog world out there. Pet Life Radio presents It's a Doggy Dog World with your host, pet expert, and award-winning author Liz Palaika, and this week's co-hosts Kate Abbott and Petra Burke.
Hi, welcome to It's a Doggy Dog World. I'm your host, Liz Palaika, and as normal, with me today are my good friends, Petra Burke.
Hello.
And Kate Abbott.
Normal? I don't think we've ever been described as normal.
Well, as usual,
Okay,
my
here
good
we
friends,
go.
Petra and Kate, from the Kindred Spirits Canine Education Center in Vista, California. Today's show, we thought we might revisit one that we'd visited, a couple of months ago. We went to the Global Pet Expo, which happened to be down here in San Diego, and we talked about a number of new products that we had seen at the show. And I think we're going to revisit that topic. There's a few new products out, a couple that I saw at the show I've been using, and we'll give you some feedback on that. So hang on, we'll let our sponsors have a word. We'll be right back.
Sit. Stay. It's a Doggy Dog World. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Pick up something unique at A Bone to Pick Dog Boutique. A Bone to Pick has cool hip fashions for big and small dogs that will have their tails wagging in style. Cat products too. abone-to-pick.com. Check out our eco-friendly pet products and gifts for humans too. abone-to-pick.com. Get your pet's mouth watering monthly with our Gourmet Treat of the Month Club and join A Bone to Pick's free birthday club for your puppy. abone-to-pick.com. Pick up something special for your best friend at A Bone to Pick. abone-to-pick.com. Get 10% off with coupon code PETLIFE.
Got a cool cat. Got a cool cat. Got a cool cat.
Do you have a cool cat in the house?
Of course I do.
Got a camera? Then take a quick pic of your cool cat and enter the Pet Life Radio Cool Cat Contest. Pet Life Radio is partnering with Morris and 9 Lives to give you the chance to win a really cool cat care kit. Get a 9 Lives Play and Scratch Play Post, 9 Lives Woolly Cat Bed, 9 Lives Food Bowl, Morris Play Spinners, and much, much more. You'll also get an autographed copy of Pet Edutainer Arden Moore's new book, Happy Cat, Happy You. Now, what cat wouldn't want that? Everybody gets a chance to vote, and the top 5 coolest cats win an awesome cool cat care kit from Pet Life Radio and 9 Lives. To enter, just go to the PetLifeRadio.com website or CoolCatContest.com.
School's in session on Pet Life Radio with Teacher's Pet. Learn how to communicate with your pet, train your pet, and see the world from your pet's point of view. You may even learn a few tricks yourself. Teacher's Pet, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets on PetLifeRadio.com. We know you're begging for more. So back to It's a Doggy Dog World with your fetching hosts, Liz Palaika, and this week's co-hosts, Kate Abbott and Petra Burke.
Welcome back to It's a Doggy Dog World. I'm Liz. With me today are Petra and Kate. And we're going to talk about some products that you might want to investigate for your dogs. First thing I want to talk about is the toys from Planet Dog.
Yay, we love it. Planet Dog.
I swear those toys from Planet Dog have got canine intoxicants in them.
Well, they smell good. Well, I tell everybody that Walter's red Ringo ball is his version of cocaine.
Oh, yeah.
And really, there is no cocaine in that ball.
No.
The ball that Walter likes, Walter, for those of you who are just tuning into our shows, Walter is Kate's 4-year-old cockapoo, who's a very, very busy boy. And one of our first podcasts was about how to live with a busy dog. I believe it's still up on the website. You can check on it. And one of the things Kate does with Walter is she keeps him busy. So that red ball is constantly in motion.
Which, by the way, is called the Ringo for the 2 rings attached to it, kind of making it look like Saturn. It comes in different colors as well.
They still make it, though?
And everyone, please call Planet Dog and tell them to put it back. Put it back on their list of things to make.
If I remember right, I think you bought the last,
Case.
20 or whatever they had in their buried deep down in the dark depths of their warehouse.
I called them and bought everything they had left. And then when the boxes came, I opened all of them.
All at once.
And put them on the floor around him. And
Tortured her dog.
No, it was 10 Christmases rolled into one. And what cracked me up is he would go over to a box and pull one out with his mouth and roll it around and then put it back in its display shelf. And then go to another box and do the same thing. Until finally I said, no, really, they're yours. You can have them. And then the house smelled like peppermint for a long time.
Now, my dogs like the Orby balls. The Orbeez don't look like Saturn like the Ringo does. The Orbeez look like an Earth with kind of a psychedelic continent shapes. And it comes in various colors. The medium size is wonderful for my Australian Shepherds. The balls are squishable. They're almost indestructible.
They float nicely.
They float nicely.
They have a satisfying sink into the water when you throw them, but then they come back up.
The other thing is because they do have a hole through the middle of them, which, by the way, for safety's sake, all balls should have, so that if your dog tries to choke on one, there is a hole in it for breathing. But they also whistle when they're thrown.
Oh, yeah.
They make a nice little whistling sound.
Yep.
But Planet Dog has a new ball out. And I think in my dog's minds, it has replaced the Orbeez. These are called the Orby Tough Cosmos, C-O-S-M-O-S. There's 4 balls. The white one is called Luna. The silver one is called Mars. The orange one is called Sol for sun. And the pink one is called Venus. And of course, the pink one must be Venus.
I love
They
it.
must have such fun in the marketing department.
These are squishier than the Orby balls. They're tough. My guys have been playing with them for about 6 weeks now, I guess. They're very tough. They bounce nicely when they're thrown. Can bounce them off the side of the house.
Oh, cool.
And the hole in them is big enough that you can fill it with treats. So when we were busy here at the training yard for a weekend with a special event, and I had to leave my guys at home, I had 3 of those balls for my 3 dogs, and I filled each one with some dry dog food kibble, a good quality food, of course, not junk food. And as I left, I tossed those balls out onto the patio. When I got home later, the balls were all over the place and totally empty. Totally empty. So they'd figured out how to shove them around and nose them around and get the treats out. But it was very, very nice. My guys really liked those. So if you want to look at the Planet Dog toys, their website is www.planetdog.com. They make a number of other toys. Our favorites, of course, the Ringos, the Orbeez, and the Cosmos balls. So check those out. Planet Dog also has a wonderful foundation. They give money back to the dog community every year for assistance dogs and service dogs programs and other dog-related causes. So we don't have any kickback from them. We don't get a penny from endorsing
We just like
them.
their toys.
We just like their toys, and I like their ethics. It's very nice to see a corporation giving back to the
I always
dog
remember
community.
when Liz gets her new toys around Christmas time. We open the box, we smell them. They smell so good.
Yes,
The
I do.
peppermint. We all stick our nose in the boxes.
Yes, I do give Orby toys and Planet Dog toys to my friends' dogs for Christmas.
And we count on it.
It lasts the year. All right. Kate, did you have anything you wanted to talk about? Products?
Oh, I've been playing with a new product that I'm happy with. You may have even seen the infomercials on TV for the Pet-A-Cure.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nail grinding tool, and you can buy it either as a standalone tool with its own motor, corded or battery, rechargeable battery, or you can buy it as an attachment for a grinding like a Dremel. And since I already had a Dremel, I went ahead and got that attachment. It's just one of those ideas you slap your head and think, oh, how come nobody thought about this earlier? Because I've been using the Dremel to do my dog's toenails. It doesn't leave the sharp edges like the guillotine cutters do. And I like that I could, but Walter has long curly hair. So I was always a little worried about his hair getting caught in the spinning shaft of the Dremel with a grinder on it. So this device is a plastic shield, if you will, a cup that fits over with different size openings for different size toenails. I can
Now,
even do my cat's
does
toenails.
the cup keep the hairs from going in, or do you still have to pull the hairs back?
But not nearly as much.
No, because I tried it with Keely, little tiny hole. But when I did it her paws, her nails,
Keely
it
is
was
the Pomeranian/Wolverine. See previous podcast for explanation.
yeah, like, this podcast comes with a warning.
Right.
Wolverine. But it was nice because I can get her nail just in there and didn't have to worry
touch
about
it.
her
So by
fur.
picking
It
the
was
hole
nice.
that's just the right size for their toenail, and then you push the toenail or through that hole, that keeps
Yeah.
almost all the hair back anyway.
Yeah.
Now,
it's very nice.
any recommendations for someone who may have not used the Dremel to get their dog used to it?
Definitely get them used to the sound early at a distance. You know, the old, hi, turn it on, here's the treat, yay! Do it a short period of time. I don't know if the sound of the motor that comes in the complete unit is any more or less. The other thing is if you're using a variable speed Dremel, don't turn it on high. You only need...
Yeah, we're like, woo, there goes the nail.
The idea is not to take the nail down to nothing, but to round it over and make it quick recede slowly.
Have you found the dogs sensitive to the vibration?
Much less so with the cover on.
Ah, okay.
I found that interesting.
Okay.
I think it does muffle the sound a little bit. And because I'm not spending 3 of my hands trying to keep his fur back, that gives me an extra hand to extend his toenail and do it safe. It's just easier.
Sure. Okay, cool.
So I would go to their website. They have many.
What's the name of it
informative-
again?
It's instead of pedicure like for people with the D, it's pet PETICURE.com.
Cool. Cool.
And they have many wonderful little informative videos on their website as to how to use it. A list, because not all of the Dremels or other nail grinder
are
things
compatible.
are compatible. They have a list of what is compatible.
Okay, well, Dremel actually is a trademark name for one particular
Right.
company.
I was kind of dancing around that. I'm not sure what the rules were.
Okay.
But on the website, they talk about what is compatible and what is not.
Okay.
And the other nice thing about this cup system is it collects up all the dust.
Oh, that's right. You showed me that.
Oh, yeah. So you
it's
don't
not-
end up with a lap full of keratin.
Yep. I've used it on my cat as well now, which is... I like a couple of things about it. It's much safer, and it leaves rounded edges.
That's cool. Yeah, nice. Although I'm not sure about any of my cats, but that might be...
Yeah, be interesting.
The 2 orange and white kittens I could do, but Xena, she tread me before I There is a reason why the 20-pound cat is named Xena, warrior princess. And why it's a doggy dog world, not it's a kitty cat world. Okay, another product that I wanted to talk about is one that we talked about after the Global Pet Expo, so you can always go back to that expo or that podcast and check that out. But it's called the Brake Fast, BRAKE, as in your cars, -fast. So not breakfast, but breakfast. Dog food bowls. 2 of my 3 Aussies would eat so fast in normal situations that they would throw up. Obviously, in a former lifetime, they had starved to death. So I had tried using the old river rocks in their bowl. Put their food in, get the smooth rocks, put it down. Well, our youngest, Archer, is too smart. He would pick the rocks up, lift them out of the bowl, drop them on the floor next to the bowl, get the other rock out, drop it to the side, and then he would eat so fast he would throw up. So, after seeing these bowls at
Not surprising he would do that. Not
He's
surprising.
a sweetheart. He has flashes of brilliance, but he is still a baby.
Oh yeah.
He's a baby, but when he grows up, he's gonna be something else. So anyway, we'd seen these bowls at the Global Pet Expo, and I ordered 2 for my 2 fast eaters. They are awesome. They're awesome. They're dishwasher safe. You can just throw them in the dishwasher. They're a regular plastic dog bowl, unspillable kind, with 3 pillars.
Yeah,
3 pillars in it. So makes the dog slow down while he's eating. He can't quite get his muzzle around the edges. He's got to get his tongue in there. And yet the food's right there. So they don't get totally frustrated, although every once in a while I hear a little
He'd do that unless you put a funnel down his throat and poured it in.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yes. So, and it works with wet foods or dry kibble foods. It did originally come in one size that held 5 cups of food heaping to the top. Now larger and smaller sizes are available. But excellent product if you've got a real chow hound. Do an internet search, break fast dog food bowls, and you'll come up with their website. I love it. It's working for my guys. All right, well, let us take a quick break for our sponsors. Hold on, and we'll be right back.
Sit. Stay. It's a dog-eat-dog world. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Greetings, human. What planet am I on?
Welcome to Pet Planet. Here's a copy of Pet Planet Magazine, Florida's most informative and fun pet resource magazine. It features heartwarming stories and informative articles from local and national pet experts.
Excellent.
Pet Planet Magazine offers Operation Planet Rescue, helping rescued pets find new homes. And it's available at 500 locations in South and Central Florida and 24/7 on the internet at petplanetmagazine.com. If you're out and about with your pet, you may be featured in paparazzi, candid pictures of you and your pet. For up-to-date pet-friendly events, activities, and pet-related services and products, Pet Planet Magazine is your final destination.
I shall take this magazine home with me.
Back to your home planet?
No, to my condo in Boca.
Pet Planet Magazine. Check them out at www.petplanetmagazine.com or 352-394-8578. It's out of this world.
Fluff your feathers, roll out your tongue, shine your fins, snap on your leashes, and grab your human. It's the Louisville Pet Lovers Expo. 2 full days of pet-tastic fun that no pet lover should miss. Join us for shopping, the Barks and Couture Fashion Show, Dream Pet Wedding, Ultimate Pet Makeover, Pet Communicator, Rescue Me Pet Adoption, Service Dog Demonstration, and tons of fun contests. Bring your pets and join us at the Louisville Pet Lovers Expo, Saturday, September 27th and Sunday, September 28th at the Kentucky Expo Center. For more information, go to LouisvillePetExpo.com.
Want to know what cats like to eat for breakfast? Mice Krispies, of course. Learn everything there is to know about cats on Catitude with your host, Tom Dock. Each week, we'll spotlight a cool cat breed, give up-to-date advice on cat health, and check out spiffy new cat products. So curl up on the couch every week for a perfectly enjoyable time on Catitude. Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com. Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com. We know you're begging for more. So back to It's a Doggy Dog World with your fetching hosts, Liz Palaika, and this week's co-hosts, Kate Abbott and Petra Burke.
Welcome back to It's a Doggy Dog World. Today, Kate, Petra, and I are talking about some dog products that you might want to check out. We've talked about toys, grooming, a grooming tool. We've talked about a dog food bowl that works great. And I think that we're going to continue on the nutrition aspect. Petra, you want to talk about a supplement that we all use.
Oh, yeah. Springtime makes a supplement called Longevity. And we've had, I don't know how many clients of ours turned on to it. And I use it on my German Shepherd just because of his allergies, his coat. Poor Teddy.
Poor Teddy doesn't. Poor Teddy doesn't even have a functioning immune system.
I know.
Without longevity, he'd probably be dead.
Oh yeah. So I've had a success with him on it. We have a friend of ours who has a standard poodle, suffers from Addison's, right?
Addison's disease, yes.
And she cracks me up. Bev cracks me up. We got her to start it. She noticed a difference in her poodle, livened up, because initially she was so blah. No enthusiasm, no energy. And then we got her to try this longevity, and all of a sudden she kind of sprang back to life, and a twinkle in her eye, and was more active. And so Bev kind of did a little test and took her off longevity took her off, used up the container, ran out, didn't come get another one, and realized
in about
Mom,
2 weeks.
Yes. And she came back, and I remember her coming back and telling us, I need to get more longevity. Molly just went blah again.
And that was about a year ago, and now she's done it again.
She ran out. She came back in the other day saying, I need to have some. In fact, I think she might have taken our last container. We need to order some more.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
I do think the first time it was an accident. The first time was deliberate.
This time was an
See
accident.
if it really did make a difference.
And it did. Oh, boy.
But then this time she just forgot.
Yeah.
And it's like, gosh, Molly's so blah and lethargic again.
Yeah.
And with my 9-year-old Aussie, Riker, who has severe hip dysplasia, whose veterinarian said, according to his x-rays, he shouldn't be able to walk, who this weekend was jogging alongside my husband's bicycle on the Springer. I won't take him off it until the day he dies. As far as I'm concerned, it's kept that dog with his horrible, horrible hips up and active. And although I understand he's uncomfortable sometimes, it keeps him going. And I have the 2 younger ones on it just because I believe in it. It's just a wonderful product.
Oh, yeah. And like we said, this is a supplement, something you add to their food. But some of the items that are in this product, because you're freaking, what is it? It's kind of a powder.
It's a dark green, kind of dark split piece soup kind of green powder.
It can be kind of fluorescent, too.
Yeah.
Well, I think the kelp is what's doing a lot of that in there. But it has bee pollen and kelp and, pork or liver. It has such a variety of glucosamine.
That, I think, is one of the reasons why every now and then Bev, quote, forgets, is because Molly is a brilliantly white standard poodle.
Always immaculately groomed.
Always, as is her mother. And so
when she eats this, she has a green mouth.
The tips of her ears and her muzzle get a little green, and Bev has to clean it every time. And I think that's one of the reasons she conveniently forgets.
But we've had many people, even with dogs that have coat issues, put on this one. Quite a few Rottie owners, because unfortunately Rottie have skin issues and can have dull coats, swear by it now.
Oh, definitely.
Love the product.
Yep.
So we've seen changes. It works.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
To find out more about longevity or any of the springtime products, because they have supplements for horses, dogs, and people. And I will say my husband and I do use their multivitamin mineral supplement.
Well, the other one I'm using too is the garlic.
Yes, the bug off garlic.
I use it for the horses and the dogs.
Uh-huh. But for more about their products, you can go to www.springtimeinc.com. And that spring is in the season, time, Time, and then Inc., INC, for incorporated.com. There's some wonderful products. And again, we don't get a penny for endorsing them. We just use them.
You know, if it works, we like to share it. Yeah. Who cares who makes it? It works for the dogs. We want to share.
Now, here's another one, another company we've talked about before. Hey, when we like somebody, we like them. And that's The Honest Kitchen dog foods. The Honest Kitchen is a San Diego-based company. They have dehydrated foods, so you get the benefits of raw foods, but yet with the safety of having them dehydrated or mildly processed. Foods that have been kibbled lose a lot of their nutrients at the high heats that they have to be baked or cooked. Foods that are dehydrated are still considered raw, even though they're not wet and mushy, because they're processed at lower heats. Yet, the meats are processed high enough for the dehydration that any E. coli, salmonella, or any other bacteria are killed. So you have the benefits of a raw food diet, but yet the safety of a cooked diet.
And a lot less mess.
And a whole lot less mess or worry from a raw food diet. They're continuing to expand their lines, and they're going to be coming out with a new food. Right now they have a beef food called Verve. They have chicken and turkey, Embark and Force. And they're coming out with a new one called Keen, K-E-E-N. And that's going to be 100% human-grade ingredients, including turkey. There's also going to be organic oats and vegetables. Now, I'm not a big fan of giving dogs cereal grains. However, I do understand if you're participating in performance sports or something like that, you might want to boost the dog's carbohydrate level, and this might be a very good diet as far as that's concerned. So that's going to be coming out in September. One that I'm really looking forward to is a fish food, because a lot of dogs do really, really well on fish-based foods.
It looks like this is coming out, within the next year. Grain-free, which is what we like. I use a hard kibble. I know, Liz, you don't, but I use a hard kibble, and it's a fish base, and I like it. My dogs do absolutely wonderful on it. So I'm actually looking forward to what this product is going to look like. I wonder how it's going to smell like. Our joke with Honest Kitchen, if you have not used it, is we use Embark or Force, so when you open the bag, it smells like
Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah. It makes you hungry. Then after you read the ingredients, you're really hungry.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of fish, but I know a lot of dogs do very, very well on fish. And they do make cat foods also. If they make a fish-based cat food, I'll definitely give that a try. I do have to say my cats are not thrilled about the Honest Kitchen cat food. I have not been able to get them switched over.
Yeah, I've tried too, and they're not thrilled with it.
If they come out with fish-based food, I might try it again. Mm-hmm. Now, they also offer some supplements. And one problem that we hear about occasionally is dogs with digestive upsets. You know, some get digestive upsets for stress or who knows what. And apparently the Honest Kitchens...
And I just have to laugh at the name. I mean, when you have, digestion issues, of course the other end of it isn't...
poop.
Very not as...
Not solid.
Yeah. So they have one called Perfect Form.
Perfect, yeah.
Exactly.
That's what we're after. We want good
perfect form.
Yeah. Sometimes on Thursday nights, too, I wander past our students having conversations, and I think only parents of children and dogs will sit around and talk about, oh, what nice poop.
Good shape.
Yeah.
Nice form. Nice consistency.
Or, what are you feeding that dog? What just came out of him? Oh, my God.
His insides are rotten.
Yeah.
True dog owners really notice it. Other people just try to pretend it didn't happen. So, the Perfect Form is the food they're coming out with. Yes. Specifically for irritable bowel syndrome, colitis, other sort of digestive upsets that way.
All right. Well, one other thing that I want to...
and before we forget, Honest Kitchen, by the way, they do have a treat called Sparkle.
Oh, yes.
A hard, small treat.
Oh, smooches.
Smooches.
Smooches. Sparkle is their
cat
coat.
food.
Is their for coats, for skin and coat.
Yeah, that's actually like an additive you sprinkle on the food.
Yeah,
but
but
smooches,
smooches-
treats.
Smooches
Yes.
are little. Aren't
They're
they
good.
peanut buttery or?
I don't know. They're just little
But the
pills,
dogs absolutely adore them.
I've been using them lately with the increased training I've been doing with him on new tricks and things. And it's a nice size. Doesn't take him too long to eat it. He likes them.
If you want more about the Honest Kitchen foods, you can find them also on the web, www.thehonestkitchen.com. Don't forget it's thehonestkitchen.com. We've been using their foods for a number of years. Very, very pleased with them. They're also wonderful. If you have any questions, you can email them from their website, and they're really good about getting back to you. Excellent products. Don't be put off by the price. Many people
Right.
look at the initial price and go, my food doesn't cost that much. Keep in mind, a dehydrated food is rehydrated with warm water, so it expands. There's also less waste, and so once your dog is switched over to it, you're going to feed far less food. Bashir, who weighs 55 pounds, eats a heaping cup of the Honest Kitchen food, rehydrated with about 1 3/4 cups of warm water once a day. So significantly less than feeding kibble. All right, one other food that I found recently that I wanted to talk about, and I don't know how long this has been on the market. I just found it. A lot of people talk to us about raw foods. They want to feed their dog a raw food diet. And there's a lot of dangers with that. If you pick up a copy of my book, and this is a blatant plug, plug. The Ultimate Pet Food Guide, published by
everybody else.
Yes,
we
yes.
got a pug.
Yeah,
Liz now.
plug my book. The Ultimate Pet Food Guide. I talk about both dry kibble foods, commercial foods, home cooked foods, and raw foods, and talking about the pros and cons of each. This particular food that I found is made by Nature's Variety, and it's a raw frozen diet. The ingredients are wonderful. Venison, lamb heart, lamb liver, ground lamb bone, apples, carrots, pumpkin seeds, butternut squash, ground flaxseed, chicken eggs, broccoli, lettuce, spinach, dried kelp.
Oh, please stop. I'm hungry.
Apple cider vinegar, parsley, honey, salmon oil, olive oil, blueberries, alfalfa sprouts, persimmons, duck eggs, pheasant eggs, quail eggs, rosemary, sage, and clover.
She's going home to her husband. Are we going out to eat after this?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
hungry.
Now, these come in round little, what shape would you call that?
Nuggets.
Nuggets,
Yeah.
meatballs. Let me tell you, my dogs inhaled them like they were candy.
That's okay, but your dogs would inhale
Cardboard.
Yeah, well, that's
We
true,
gotta try
too.
them on. Okay.
I got tested on Teddy. German
Okay.
Shepherds being finicky. This would be a good test.
There you go. I'll pick some more up.
Okay,
and
we'll have to have a
let you-
taste test.
Yeah, we'll have a taste test. I will say you're supposed to thaw it first.
But you probably didn't.
No, mine. I thought they would at least take the time to chew it. They chewed once or twice, and it went down whole.
It's been hot these days. It was a meat popsicle.
Like my chicken sickles.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, it was wonderful. Even when I added it to their Honest Kitchen diet, there was no change in the stools, no problems. Which
Still had perfect form?
Still had perfect form. So there was no upset as far as that was concerned. So that's something you might want to check out if you really want to look into a raw food diet. I have to say, looking at the label here right now, I do not see a website. But if you do a search for Nature's Variety Raw Frozen Diet, I'm sure they must have a website up there. Everybody does nowadays. So check it out. All right. Well, that's our show.
Woo, this podcast pooped me out.
That made you hungry.
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad. That's it for this show. Thanks for listening to It's a Doggy Dog World. Tune in to us again in a week or so, and perhaps we'll still be alive. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
From the not so normal. Bye-bye.
Having a rough day? Longing for the dog days of summer? Think your fun furry friend lives a dog's life? Well, find out everything you're begging to know as Pet Life Radio presents It's a Doggy Dog World with pet expert and award-winning author Liz Palaika. Every dog has his day, and you'll find out how to make your dog's day fun and rewarding. Every week, on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.